Hey guys, welcome to a Warframe Done Efficiently, episode 22. Nice. So if you remember the end of last episode, we had gathered together all of the frames that we wanted for our future missions. And if we take a look here, I have now basically managed to max some of these out. So our Mirage is maxed. We've got our Necros maxed, actually with quite a few former on him now. Let's have a look. There we go, we got 4 former on him. This isn't the build that I might end up going with. I was just testing out a few things, but you know, if you're wondering where I'm heading with this, this is the general idea. And then yeah, we've also got our Nova Slow right here. She's still rank 16. We're going to need to put some more work into that. And then finally our Wukong, like so. So again, going to be working on these builds. I've only just finished maxing this one out, so I haven't actually bothered playing around with the build. But yeah, we'll get that sorted out soon enough. So yeah, very happy with that. So like I probably said already last episode, Wukong we're probably going to be using for fast missions, so captures, spies, rescues, that kind of thing for Steel Path. He's very good at mobility and general speed, and he's probably my personal favourite for spy missions, to be honest. You know, his cloud just allows you to breeze through spy missions very quickly, and we might demonstrate that at some point during this video. Once we've got the builds all up to scratch, we'll demonstrate where they can be used in different circumstances. The Nova Slow we're going to be using for things like Steel Path interception missions, probably more specifically Grineer interception missions. You can also use her for things like disruption if you wanted to. She can be very tanky if you use her first ability with the augment mod. So she can be used for things like that, defection as well. Anything that is handy for slowing down enemies. She can also be used for defense missions to speed up the missions. Obviously, if you go Speedver, you can bring in enemies much quicker. Nekros is going to be for endurance Steel Path farming. I'm probably still going to use Cora for, you know, farming resources just generally. But when we come to do, you know, a lot of Steel Path farming, which we will, Necros I prefer for longevity. I tend to die a bit more with Cora. You know, if an Eximus unit slips through the net and happens to kill me, then I can't always get myself back up using Unairu. So yeah, I prefer running Necros. I also get a lot more freedom and I can move around a lot more and I don't die of boredom. So that's why we've got him. And Mirage is our clear build, which we have already actually perfected here. If you can see, 0 former on this, and it is quite comfortably good enough to just wipe out maps. So I'll demonstrate this as well at some point during the video as well. So that's kind of where we're at, guys. So the kind of focus of this episode is going to be to get these finished up. So I need to finish up Nova and get Wukong's speed build finished. We're probably going to throw a few former on Wukong to get that just how we want it. I'm not sure how many we'll need. We'll see. And then I want to kind of perfect Necros as well, even though he's already got 4 former on him. Other things we need to do, I have actually slowed down in Eidolon hunting. You can see I've spent quite a bit of platinum getting everything I need for these frames and builds and whatever. So we're going to need to sell a few more arcanes. I haven't actually been in for the last half week, which is why last episode you might have noticed that we didn't get any of the new content done. So that has obviously now released. You can see we have a new Nightwave in the bottom here, Nora's Mix Volume 3, which I haven't actually had a chance to look at. So let's have a scroll through and see. It's kind of the same moving forward. Interesting. Nice pistol skin. More Kuva. An Arcane Grace at day 14. Interesting. A Deagle. Very nice. More Nora credits. A Warframe slot. That might be nice. Some Kavat Gene masking, maybe. Interesting. Interesting. Sculpture. Metamorphic Magazine. I like these pistol skins, by the way. This is really cool. 3 Energizers at day 26. That's going to reduce our sale prices, but oh well. Nice. Umbral Former, and then Proto Necromech skin. Interesting. Okay, so some stuff we probably want to aim for here. Probably more specifically like the Formers and the Catalysts and also the weapon slots. But other than that, I think, yeah, we can just do this passively. No need to really focus in hard on this, I don't think. Let's see what else. We've got everything here maxed out now for all of our syndicates, so that's really nice. Oh, that was the other thing. So this episode we are going to need to do some farming. Like I said, we need to get our platinum back up. And if we take a look at my energy pads, Although I don't use many in a hunt, we are now out of polymer bundles again. So I am going to have to do a polymer bundle farm. Probably I'll do that at the start of this episode, just so we have a nice stockpile and I can start, you know, getting my arcanes back up. Well, not back up, but just continue farming arcanes for platinum. And then, yeah, that'll kind of be it this episode. So we'll focus on some of the new content, maybe, the new quest, Varuna, all that good stuff. But the main thing is going to be to try and get our platinum back up to where it was and finish off these 4 builds that we collected last episode. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to get that farm out of the way using Cora, get my polymer bundles back up to, you know, a more reasonable point. And then we'll probably have a look at some of the new content and see what we can do. And yeah, like I said as well, at some point we'll go ahead and demonstrate how each of these builds are going to work in Steel Path. So without further ado, let's crack on with it. Alright guys, so all of our builds are now complete. I'm going to have to take a break after this, I think, because yeah, I've been going a couple hours now, and I need to yeah, have a break. But yeah, we've now got some energy pads back. I did a bit of polymer bundle farming. Got us about 70 pads worth. Let's have a look actually and see. Night in 35 minutes. Okay, so we got a while. So I think what we'll do, we'll just do a demonstration of each of these builds. And then, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that hunt, I think, and then come off after that. So what we've got here, this is our Mirage build. This is a very basic version of this build. I just want to point that out. This is really not at the point where it's going to be absolutely demolishing everything. But it is good enough. So what we'll do, we'll probably test this just out on normal Sanctuary Onslaught. That's probably representative of a high-level defense mission in the normal solar system. But before, you know, we get onto Elite Sanctuary Onslaught or any kind of Steel Path variant of this build, we're going to need a bit more strength on there, I think. It'll also be good to get some armor shred. Maybe we'll go ahead and put Necros' ability on here. In fact, maybe I'll try that now. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try that now. Because that might actually tip it over the edge without needing any more former. Do I have Necros' ability? I do. We're going to need to get Creeping Terrify. Yeah, whatever. I won't put it on now. I'll do the demonstration on normal Sanctuary Onslaught. But for future reference, if you did want to like improve this build a bit, you could put Terrify on with the Augment, which strips enemy armor. And that way you could then, you know, just blitz everything. So, yeah, let's go ahead. We'll run this on normal Sanctuary Onslaught, and then we'll move on to, like, a demonstration of the Wukong build. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, so I think these guys are probably going to be quite happy. It seems like all of them are leveling up frames, as is usually the case in normal Sanctuary Onslaught. But you want to get a few kills just to begin with, and then hit your 2. And then after a while, it will ramp up. It does take a bit of time to ramp up this build. You need to be aware of that. But as you can see, we're starting to get some damage numbers now. And yeah, the more we use our second ability over time, the more damage numbers we are going to see appearing. This is against Infested, which I'm not sure. I don't know what the best faction for this build is, as you do basically every single element of damage with this build. But I imagine the Ancient Healers will probably negate quite a bit of damage, and also Toxin's not the best against Infested, but he is. So as you can see, we're up to 122 kills already, 88% damage dealt. We don't have to do it very often either. You can do it, you know, fairly unliberally. So hopefully this gives you an idea of what I was going for with this build. Again, it is very cheap at the moment. It needs a bit of refinement if we're going to do the higher level missions with it. But for now, this should be just fine for the purposes we want to use it for. And yeah, let's move on to the Wukong build, guys. Alright guys, so this is the Wukong build we're going to be running for now. Again, you can see this is a very basic build. We got no former on this, and there's certainly some more mods that we can put on here, such as, you know, sprint boost we could swap out for steel charge. We could put on, there's definitely a mod, maybe I took it off by accident. Yeah, Amar's Anguish we could put in the Exilus slot there, or even Rush in the Exilus slot. That way we get another 15% sprint speed. So as I said before, this really is for full-on speed. So let's go ahead. We'll take this. I want to see real quick if I have a spy mission on Steel Path that I can demonstrate this on, maybe. Let's see. Probably not, to be honest. Europa, maybe. Hijack, interception, excavation. No. Okay. If we don't have one on Steel Path, then I'll just do it on normal. I don't really want to do the one on Uranus because it's underwater, and we don't want that. I'll have a look around, guys, to see if we have one. If we don't, I'll do it on normal. Hopefully we've got one around here somewhere. Okay, I just wanted to do a trade, but for some reason this guy literally messaged me. I tried to trade with him literally under a minute later, and then he told me he'd already bought it, which is really confusing. But we'll go ahead and close that tab. So yeah, I do have one mission up, so we'll go ahead and do it. It is the lure one on Pavlov. So it's not the best one to demonstrate the speed of this, because there is one spy mission which doesn't benefit, well, one vault that doesn't benefit from Wukong's ability, but we'll show it anyway. In fact, you know what? Let me go ahead. I think I have just a few wrong things on here, thinking about it. Oh, Null Prime's fine, but I still have this Sahasa on here. Let's change that over to nice to meet you. I was afraid that other sellers are not online. Right, okay, sure. Cool, so let's go to Pavlov. And we'll speedrun this. I just want to point out at this point that this build is not, like, in any way maxed. Our speed is not where it could be. We could be much faster than this, I believe. But, you know, we're still going at a decent pace, and we don't really have to worry too much about object collision. It's been a while since I've actually used this build, so my timings on things are a bit off. But yeah, let's see which ones we get. So I think this first one, this first one's alright. So we can literally just not even worry about lasers for this. We can just barge our way through everything. Up the stairs. Down the stairs. Like so, and then back through here. Oh, got caught on something there. So I think it's B that is the one that's, you know, it's not really going to be affected by being Wukong. So, yeah, this. Ooh. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this, guys. My apologies. Probably the Nell here, I guess. Needs to be a live target. Forgot about that. Hello? I think it was a bit beefy, huh? Okay. And back out we go. Whoops, through here first. So this last one, Vault C, it does benefit a bit from Wukong. There's a few lasers and stuff that you can just completely barge your way through. But the bit at the end, if you do it the way that I do it at least, you're going to need to have a bit of a good memory for. Yeah, don't care. And then here, you just got to remember the pattern. Okay, yeah, that's easy enough. Whoop, let's get it right. There. 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 Happy days. I wonder how fast we did this. I'd be curious to see. Cool. So yeah, as you can see, it's still, you know, pretty fast. So 4 minutes and 14 seconds. Didn't get anything good from that, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully that's a demonstration of how fast you can do stuff with this Wukong build, particularly spy missions, capture missions, rescue missions, stuff like that. In a normal spy mission, you can probably expect to do it in about 2 minutes, to be honest. That's what I tend to think. So yeah, happy with that. Glad I've got that guy. Very good. So let's now move on to... I think, to be honest, we might leave it there for just testing out these builds. I want to do a bit more with the Nova Slow. I want to get the augment mod for her. And then Necros, I want to get the Kuvicon, which I suppose we could get this episode, actually. We'll probably do that. And then, yeah, that might actually be the end of the episode. When we test the Necros, that'll be the end of the episode. What else? We should probably look at getting some more frames. I think what I want to do moving forward in these episodes is make sure that we rank up 1 frame at least per episode. So per week we do 1 frame that's not a prime, or it doesn't have to be a prime. But yeah, just one per week. So if we have a look at our frames right now, we're on 43 out of 88. So we're basically halfway through all the frames right now. And as we said before, a few of these are now just primes basically. So we're gonna get the new frame Varuna this week, hopefully, if we do the quest line for her. I don't actually know what that's going to involve, but I'm sure it'll be fairly straightforward. And yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do. So I think what I'm gonna do now, guys, I'm gonna need to take a break in a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead, do this next night cycle that's in 14 minutes, and then I will log off for the day. And then we will carry on, probably get the Kuvicon next, I guess, just for a bit of fun. Get that maxed out. I need to get some more platinum in the door still as well. So yeah, lots to do. And then, yeah, just ranking up really, guys. So I will catch you in a bit. Okay, guys, so I've gone ahead and picked up a Kuva Lich here with the Kuva Heck. I know we were going to get the Kuvicon, but I was thinking that I wanted the Kuva Heck a while ago just for that big one punch. But yeah, the Kuva Heck came up first, so I took that over the Kuvicon. We will still get the Kuvicon, but yeah, we'll go through this Lich first. We do have a load of Requiem mods now, so if we don't happen to have one of the Requiems that we need, then we can just go ahead and probably open up a few relics and get it. So I'm going to go ahead and farm this guy up, and then I'll cut you guys back in for the final kill. Alright guys, so we completed our Lich, and we got ourselves a Requiem Ultimatum, that's quite nice, and also the Vengeful Charge Ephemera, which is a good one actually. I think we'll go ahead and whack that on our vault. So let's get out of here. You can see I've made a fair bit of platinum since the last cut, managed to sell a few more arcanes, so that's nice. And yeah, now we've got the Kuva Heck available to us. So if we go ahead and grab that. Actually, I need to go ahead and make some more ciphers. There we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to get this thing maxed out, and then we'll move on to the Kuvicon. Alright, guys, I just thought I'd quickly cut you in on the action whilst leveling up this Heck here. We've got ourselves a reinforced crate, or even a rare crate, maybe? I don't know. I can't remember which way around they are, but let's see what we get. 30-minute affinity booster, thank you very much. And we also got the Mantis Engines blueprint. Nice. I think we only need one more bit of Mantis now, so I'll carry on, guys. Alright, guys, so we got ourselves a Kuva Lich now, which is very nice. Let's have a look, see what we got. Ooh, another ephemera, I think. 2 in a row. Okay, let's see what kind of weapon bonus we got. I'm not actually too fussed about the weapon bonus on this. 31%, yeah, whatever. Weakness to viral and cold, okay. So, yeah, I think what we'll do, we'll go ahead and grab this, same as we did the last time. And I'll cut you guys in for the final kill. And then we'll go ahead and rank that up as best we can. It is actually the next day now, and I lost my affinity booster, but in the mission I just did, I got another rare crate and got another 30-minute affinity booster. Unfortunately, we didn't get another part to the Mantis, but, you know, you can't get it all the time. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and get this sorted, guys, and then I'll cut you back in when we do the final kill. Alright, guys, so Kuva Lich down. Kuva Heck there providing us a handy insta-kill, which was nice. We also, yeah, got the Vengeful Toxin ephemera from that, so 2 ephemeras in a row now. That's very nice. And I think, yeah, we should have got the Kuvicon now, which is nice. So, yeah, we'll go and sort that out. So I did get a message as well. I don't know what the hell it was about. Someone just sent me a question mark message. Someone called Cosmo. No idea who you are, if you happen to be watching this. But okay, you didn't say anything else, but sure. Yeah, Kuvicon, nice. So what I'm going to do, guys, same as we did with the Kuva Heck, I'm going to go ahead and max rank this guy, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and probably just do a tester on Necros. I've changed my Necros build around a bit here, so I've gone ahead and put Equilibrium on. We might at some point form the Excellence slot and stick on an Excellence mod. I don't know which one, but you know, we'll see. The reason being, I've taken off Ore Gaze just because I feel like the time it takes to actually utilize it, you lose out on more kills and therefore more loot. So I don't think it's worth it in this build. So we're going to roll without it for now. Might try a different build with it in the future, but yeah, for now it's just meh. So I'll go ahead and rank up this Kuvicon, guys, and then I'll explain what we're going to do when we get back. And we're back, guys. So we now have a working build, I think. Where are we? Necros SP. This one, and then Kuvicon. But we do have one problem, and I'll show you what that is in a minute. That looks nice. This is our problem, and also this. So we have run out of endo. You can see I gone ahead and got primed point blank. That's now maxed out. So that took a lot of endo and credits. Yeah, we need more endo. That's what's bottlenecking us right now. Now we could obviously just buy these maxed out. But as you can see, I did buy, I actually bought Prime Point Blank, sorry, with Platinum, maxed out, which is why our Platinum's gone back down a bit lower. I bought something else as well, but I legitimately can't remember what it is, so I'm just going to ignore that for now. But, yeah, once we've got Galvanized Hell maxed out, this should be a pretty splendid build, and I'm going to get that maxed out as well, obviously. I'll probably keep rolling that. Also, I need to do farming for my platinum farming video. Got as many, like, it got more attention than I thought it would. So I need to do the steel path farming for that as well, which I will do on this account, I think, because obviously I want the platinum on this account. My other account's basically got everything already, so it's in less need of it, and I have other stuff that I can sell on my other account if I need to. So yeah, we'll be farming up a load of steel essence on this account to try and buy us some Kuva. And the way that I'm going to be doing that is just by doing a long-term steel path relic mission. So like we did before, bringing it up to kind of the 50-minute mark where we get, well, not 50-minute mark, like 100-minute mark where we get plus 100% resource drop. But right now there's none up. So I do want to get the... oh my goodness, my brain has just slowed down to a halt. I do want to get this build maxed out before we do that. So I think the way I'm going to actually do this is I'm going to probably just run... I guess Cetus Nama bounties, maybe? You know what, we can nearly get that. 7,200, so we need like 4,000 more. Yeah, I'll probably do Cetus Nama bounties to get this. If there's a good arbitration up at any point, like a infested defense mission, then we'll do that instead. But until then, it's probably not going to be worth it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead, guys. I am starting to run out of time on this episode now, unfortunately. I did, by the way, get an Asia shard. I don't know if I played the clip, actually. I got an Asia shard for the Archon hunt. So that was good. But yeah, we are running out of time now. So I'm going to go ahead and max this build out, and then we'll give it a test run, hopefully, this episode, and see what we can get out of it. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Alright, guys. So I've been playing around with the build on this. I'll do a bit of a demonstration now, I think. And this is kind of where I've landed. I'm going to improve this a bit more. And I also need to still put an ability. I've taken off Petrify. I couldn't get it to work. I might try another build again at some point with it, but in terms of like speed and kill speed, it just took too long to actually, you know, get the enemies together and go through all the faff. So this is the build that I'm currently running with for Steel Path Endurance. Now, like I said, this is probably going to change, but it seems to be working reasonably well so far. The one thing that I still haven't got up to par is this. So my Riven mod is 1 off max, and obviously it's not the best Riven mod in the world by any means. And my Galvanized Tail is still on like half. So the damage you're about to see can be so much better, but you know, it's worth just showing it off anyway, I guess. And this is actually comfortable for staying alive. And we could take off Arcane Tempo even. I don't think we need the fire rate. But, you know, 90% fire rate is quite substantial, so I'm leaving it on for now. We're also missing a Archon shard as well, which, you know, I'm going to wait for another Crimson to come around. Excuse me. But yeah, let's take a look at this. I think we'll do... What will we do? Let's do Steel Path on Uranus. Actually, let me go ahead and just throw on Magus Anomaly on my operator over Magus Melt. Cool. I do need some polymer bundles, so this seems like the reasonable choice to test this out on. So, a few people ask me, you know, do I prefer Necros over Korra for long endurance missions like this? And the answer is no. I find Korra better for just farming resources. But if you're going for Steel Path, then Necros is just way easier, especially if you're doing long relic missions, because you don't really have to worry about nullifiers with Necros. It's just, you know, fairly standard. So I'll just group them up a bit here, I think. So as you can see, like, I mean, I don't even think I need the Terrify augment. I should also put a Nairu on as well. I don't know why I've got Madurai on. That's my bad. And yeah, I don't think I do need Arcane Tempo, actually. But let's just demonstrate the power, you know, without the armor strip here. Because it's pretty mental how much damage this gun can output. Whoop. Yeah, I should have put Unaira on. But obviously, yeah, if you strip the armor, it's like a one-shot, and we're using it like a machine gun, so yeah. Ridiculous amount of damage. So yeah, I mean, obviously this build can be way better. As you saw, our mods are not maxed out in any way, shape, or form. And I also want to try out the new arcane. What is it? Frostbite? On the comm rather than Primary Merciless, which is what I've currently got on, because the new arcane Frostbite gives multi-shot on cold damage, and then I think the plan is going to be to put Grendel's ability on for the viral procs. That's my thinking, at least. Anyway, whoop, that's why we need Unaira. Prime Shorefooted would be so nice. Let's go ahead and do this, I think. So you can see our health is, you know, it's remaining steady. We could probably do better, but I'm happy with it as it is. I don't think we're going to die anytime soon, to be honest. And if we do, we've got the Unaira passive to help us out. Alright, I think I'm happy with it, but yeah, like I said, we've still got a bit of work to do on the mods, and we've got to put Grendel's ability on our first, and then it truly will be an absolute killing machine. So I'll catch you guys back in the ship. We'll probably round the episode off here. At the start of next episode, we'll have this all ready to go. And I also want to do MR19 next episode as well. We're very close to that. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I'll see you later, guys.